Hello, I'm Waterstones Children's Laureate Joseph Coelho, and I love poetry, and I think you can love poetry too. Have you heard of homophones? Homophones are words that sound the same but have different meanings, like these. All the witches look the same. We couldn't tell which witch was which. Or, I had a thought as I wandered around the old fort. Or, a knight rode her horse all through the night. Homophones can be great fun to use in a poem. They can be a bit of a challenge to use, but if you're like me, that challenge makes the writing of the poem even more fun. I have a poem which is full of homophones. We'll put the homophones on the screen as I say them. In the middle of the night, two knights had a thought, to head out for adventure, to leave behind their boring fort. They put their helmets on their heads, lifted their swords of incredible weight. 'Twas the hour for adventure. They yelled, "Our adventure cannot wait." These two sons of once brave kingdoms rode into the sun to begin their tale, leaping the roots of their route right into a dragon's tail. It was long, it was green as a pear. The pair readied their shields and followed the tail to a lair. Their endless winding tail wound into a cave's endless hole. Skeletons littered the ground, not one of them was whole. "Oh no," said one knight, "I don't know about this." "Have no fear," said the other. Then they heard a monstrous hiss. Two knights were swallowed whole in a deep and night-dark cave. The dragon still waits there, sending the foolish to an early grave. Did you spot the homophones? Now it's your turn. Your poem doesn't have to be as long as mine. I'm going to leave the homophones I used up on the screen, and I'll add a few more for you to use. There are many other homophones out there, so if you can think of some others, feel free to use those too. My poem makes a little story, but don't worry if you can't think of a story. You can write a nonsense poem using homophones where it doesn't all necessarily make sense. Remember, it is your poem and you are the boss. That's the poetry power-up sound, which means it's time for an extra challenge for your poem. Swap your homophone poems with your friends and classmates and hunt for the homophones. How many homophones can you find in someone else's poem? How many can they find in yours? If you like, you could even have a friendly competition to see who can cram the most homophones into a poem, or see if you can beat your own record. Good luck and happy writing.